The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's happening, Alpha Nation? It's Charlie. We're going to take a look at Apex Technology. Y'all ever heard of it? This one's kind of flying under the radar. The big boys, it's not flying under the radar for them, though. That's why we're taking a look today. Ticker APTX. Is it good, SPAC? Yeah, huh? So, Erica SPAC wrote and said, hey, thoughts on APXT? Huge volume last week. 1-year-old SPAC and close to NAV. Thank you. Is it good? Is it bad? I think it's kind of cool. You know what's funny? I've actually looked at this one a couple times, and the website looks like a 1998 website and is super basic, and there is just like nothing going on. I like the mountain background, looks cool, but that's about it, for the site. There's just like text below that. That's it. It's the most basic site in the world, and that might be a surprise to you if and when you hear in a second who all the team is involved in this. September 17th, 2019 is when this was launched. This is a 2-year, 24-month SPAC-a-rooney. Units came and do come with half of a warrant, which is very healthy and fantastic. Thank you. $275 million Murse. Target is software and internet technology industries. Right off the bat, I'm like, all right. That can go either way, because a lot of these internet website-y things like paying things and all that, they haven't been doing good at all. Even though they've had some decent numbers, kind of cool, you make money in the back end, the front end, and all that, they just haven't been that neat. How come I know that? Because the stocks haven't gone anywhere. The LOI comes out and nothing happens. And that's not why we're here. We're here to multiply. So, and then I dove into who we're dealing with here, and that's what we're going to take a look at next. Jeff Epstein. I don't know any relation with that last name to the other one y'all might think about. He is the co-chief executive officer, chief financial officer, and secretary. That is a big, big amount of shoes to fill there. Sounds like something I might try to take on. Since inception, since 2011, he has been an appropriating partner from Bessemer Venture Partners, a venture capital firm where he primarily works as a CEO and CFO to create substantial operational improvements. From 2008 to 2011, he was executive vice president and chief financial officer of ORCL Corporation. Y'all heard of ORCL? We're the company that just came out and said that they might be trying to bring TikTok to market. If you don't know anything about Oracle, you should look it up. It's one of the biggest technology companies ever out there. Big boy stuff. A global technology company. Prior to joining Oracle, he served as the CFO of several public and private companies, including DoubleClick, sold to Google, King World Productions, sold to CBS, and Nielsen's Media Measurement and Information Group. Earlier in his career, he was an investment banker at First Boston Corporation. Today, he leads the CFO Financial Board at Bessemer, where more than 100 portfolio company CFOs meet in person and online to help each other improve their effectiveness. His specialties in marketplace and business-to-business software companies, and co-teaches the Lean Launchpad class at Stanford University's Graduate School of Engineering. Teaching engineers at Stanford. Boy. Anyone go to Stanford down in the comments? Put it down in the comments. Within the last 5 years, he has served on the boards of directors at Kaiser Permanente, hospitals, nonprofit healthcare company, Booking Holdings, and online provider for travel services, Twilio. You heard of Twilio? They're kind of the background for a lot of mobile messaging, a lot of background like website SEO-y stuff, technical phone stuff. A cloud communications platform, Shutterstock, a stock photography and stock footage provider, several private companies. Mr. Epstein also holds an MBA from Stanford University and a BA from Yale. Get much better than that? I don't know. We've got Brad Koenig. He's the co-CEO and director. This dude, since inception, was co-founder, chief of officer. This is what kind of got me hooked too. This guy was CEO of foodiedirect.com. I was like, okay, this could be an online something that might do well for a SPAC because it's food and it's kind of new. It's kind of what people are getting to, food direct. People are ordering food online. I order food online sometimes. I think this might be a play that would interest people. An online specialty food marketplace from 2011 to 2018 when the company was acquired by Goldbelly Inc. Mr. Koenig has served as independent director of Theranogenix Company, a private medical device company serving the surgical products and prostate cancer treatment markets, and as a director of Hercules Capital. What a name, Hercules Capital, a business development company focused on venture lending, where he serves on the audit and nominating corporate government committee since 2017. He was also an advisor, you guys might have heard of these people, at Oak Hill Capital Management, a private equity firm. Previously, he worked for 20 years at Goldman Sachs. Y'all heard of that? He's also had a global technology investment banking for Goldman Sachs for 15 years. That is insane. He's head of global technology investment banking for Goldman Sachs, man. How'd you like that on your resume? And co-head of global technology, media, and telecommunications. He started at Goldman Sachs in 1984. He's got a BA in economics from Dartmouth College, MBA from Harvard. And we got David Chow, co-founder of Japan Communications, which is a provider of mobile data and voice communication services in Japan. Been into marketing and product management for a company you might have heard of called Apple Computer. He's into marketing and product management at Apple, man. Come on. And then we got Peter Bell, who spent 3 decades starting, building, and investing in technology businesses. His thematic areas of focus include machine learning, big data, cybersecurity. I hope it's not a cybersecurity play because I don't know if that will hype at all. People are like, lame. Pop-up blocker, are you kidding me? Internet of Things, autonomous logistics. You hear that? So like, AI learning could be for vehicles, data analytics, cloud computing. As boring as that is, the cloud stocks do very well. I don't know why. I guess it's that Silicon Valley blood that's making them do that, but all the cloud computing stocks seem to do very, very well. Datadog. Anyone in that one? You ever heard of it? Personal mobile commerce, fintech, enterprise software. It's in something called Bromium. That was funny. Level Up, an ordering payments and loyalty experience provider for restaurants. Turbo Pneumatic, an enterprise software. WePay, an integrated payments provider for affiliated Chase Bank. Quello, a hybrid cloud storage provider. Game Closure, a market of messenger games and HTML5 apps. Enjoy, a provider of same-day technology delivery. And Dell, it just keeps going and going and going. So I wanted to name off a lot of these places that these people worked at, and it keeps going from there. This other dude here went to Wharton, Boston Private Financial. This dude here, Ken Goldman, he's former Google executive chairman. Can you get a better team? I know I say that a lot, but come on, Google ex-chairman of Google. Mr. Goldman is also a former chief financial officer for Yahoo. I know we got some people down in the comments that still like Yahoo. GoPro, he's worked with them. He's got a BS in engineering from Cornell, MBA from Harvard. So why are we talking about this anyway? Well, you can have the coolest backgrounds in the world, but if something doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. So what's happening? We've got some big boys throwing down some big weight on this baby. And that's why I think it is a good time for me to bring up this video. Of course, it's better for us to get in before that happens, but we're still sitting low, but we've had some huge volume spikes and it is held very well. What is going on? So, earlier this month, this went all the way down to like almost the floor, like 10-ish, 1010, right? But then the past like week or two, this thing has just skied up to 1083, like 1090, 1095, came back down a little bit. Then it went all the way up to $11.25. You gotta understand these spikes right here. This isn't just like a bunch of like 1,000 people on Twitter that decide to jump on something. This is like some heavy, heavy institutional money throwing down right here. Millions of dollars, okay? But again, it happened again, and it's holding strong. And these are the comments. And today it ended at $10.83. Post-market went down to $10.80. But it's holding strong, and the volume is going up. When you can look at the bottom and you look like you can throw a board on top of it, and it's going like that, it means the volume is starting to come up. Let's head like that. It means volume's going down. That usually means stock's kind of going down, but it's kind of going up. Then we can take a look at the warrants. Look at these babies. There's been no LOI or nothing released. These were chilling around, $1.20. They got up to $1.70, and then it was like the next day they went to $2.78 for an unannounced warrant. That is crazy, and this is not something people are talking about either, which definitely tells you that, dude, this is just some big boy buyers, insider dudes from Wall Street or whatever, man, that are slapping down some cake. This did go back down to only $2.04, let's call it, but then it's back up at $2.50 basically for the warrants, unannounced. So that is big, A lot of times this happens on SPACs. You'll get no news. It'll be crickets. No one's talked about a company for months, maybe even a year. And then all of a sudden you get these massive volume spikes, people buying, bam, bam, like this. And then it will be about a week to 3 weeks later where, boom, then the LOI comes out and they finally admit to the rest of the public, oh, look, we're pairing up with this new thing coming out. So that's why we're talking about it, because the big boys are buying it. So we need to follow the big boys on this. Is this something to plant your money in? No, I'm never ever going to tell you that. Maybe someday I will. If charge point analysis and it hasn't 5x'd or 2x'd and you got in early, that might be a good one if it officially LOIs. But anyways, where do I think this is going to go? I hope it's something that's cool. Something that's got to have a cool factor, man. If it's like a lame payment system thing that no one cares about, no one's going to care about it. If it's something like TikTok or Snapchat or something, I don't think it's going to be TikTok for sure, because Oracle's going after them, right? But something in that realm that, the tweeny boppers are after, that's something that I think can pop. It can be something cool, social media like that, or who knows with this team. I mean, these guys probably have 200 different sites and programs they're thinking about that they could bring. These guys are obviously not stupid. I don't think they're going to go after cybersecurity. God, I hope not. Some sort of learning, but remember, we're also looking at mobile data, voice communications, and anonymous stuff like AI, learning, self-driving things. It could get something like that. I don't know. But it definitely, it's saying software and internet technology. So I don't think it's going to be something you can touch, but it could be the technology behind it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there some sort of software technology industries you think that they might go after? Internet technology industries they might go after? I can't think of a software that would be big enough for this, because it's got a $275 million Murse. That's a pretty big Murse. So they can go, they can get anything from 500 million up to 2 billion probably ish if they wanted to, for sure. But internet technology industries, I don't know, a full industry of something, maybe something that kind of owns a moat about something. I don't know. My mind's having a hard time thinking of places, but these give us definitely a lot of places to look. Cloud computing could be another cloud thing that I'm not thinking about. Personal mobile commerce. I don't know. Workout, game closure stuff, gaming. A cool hypeable app might do well, might do okay. The apps, they haven't been doing as well. Like I thought Feek, the DKNY guys that did Donkey Kong, they did Feek. I thought Feek would do a lot better right out the gate, but it's just not. People are just gung-ho about the sport thing, but still I think Feek long-term will do fine, but we'll continue on from here. So, Metasmall wrote me on Twitter and said, oh snap, take a look at this, ohsnap.com. 170% rise pushes Novanix Limited, NVNXF. Did you guys jump into that ticker? That was one of the battery plays. To trade more than 10 million shares today amid growing demand for lithium EV batteries. So the Tesla battery thing came out. I don't know if he mentioned these guys or what, but he was thinking lithium was talked about and cobalt wasn't. Even though he's coming out the other day and talking about buying cobalt. I don't know. Still seems weird. Musk, I don't think he still specifically even said anything about the battery, right? Did he actually come out and say, this is the actual battery? I don't think so. It not only hit 170% today, though. This thing hit, highest I caught it today was 268% up. Was I in this one? No. So here's the reality of putting automatic buys or sells in. Sometimes they do not get triggered. Perfect example. I had a buy-in of a big spread on this. I think it was like let's call it like a 35-cent spread where I said anywhere in between here and here, which was above it, please get my order in. And I got passed up. So that usually means someone had a absolute monster order that came in and went all the way above mine and then went up, because I was only saying I want to buy here, and there was an order that came in and went boom. Okay. And so I didn't get tagged in to buy this, which sucks, but it's all good, you know. At least I didn't get into some of the other ones that didn't go anywhere or did drop a little bit. I don't know. I think I actually got into one. I think I jumped out of it today. I don't remember which one it was. It's too hard to keep up on all these tickers, but I know it was a battery one that just didn't do anything, so I just cut it off today. I was like, okay, if it didn't pop today, it's out, but it wasn't Novinex. Anyone got to ride this train? I know a couple of y'all were saying on Twitter and stuff you got to ride it, so that makes me feel really good. I hope a bunch of you did. So today, NHIC, did you see my video on that? NHIC, can someone tell me what that stands for? Do you remember? I bet you no one down in the comments today bought in on this, which is totally fine. I want you guys to take what I say with a grain of salt and pick still where you want to be. NHIC, their units separated today. That would have given you a full healthy 4 or 5 days to get those units so you could split them and get your free shares. Did anyone actually buy in with me? It's okay, like I said, if you didn't. But anyways, those are available today. Just want to let y'all know. So we had one of our Patreon subscribers write to me, and he said, "Aloha, Charlie. Aloha." He said, "Got anything on GRAF? So the meeting next Tuesday seems to be a bull flag, but I expect more today. Volume also looking terrible when I checked this out this morning." Thank you. So I sent this to the people on Patreon earlier, but I found this nice line here with the circles around it. It's coming off. This is a nice like 45-degree bull angled flag-ish thing. Here's the deal though. See, remember how I always told you like the left and the right horizontal lines carry a lot more weight than the curved ones like that? So check out this one here down at like 23.53. You see where it comes back to? A gap. Remember what we say about gaps? Most of the time they get refilled. So that's all that really is happening here, is this broke out of this channel for bull slightly, then it came faked out, came back down. It came in and it tagged the beginning of the gap, the 23.53, and it was still surfing this 45. But then what happened is it wanted to come down and tag the rest of this gap. So if you were to draw a line straight across here from the bottom of the gap, guess what? It tags this bottom. So now what happened? It got rejected twice. So it got rejected. It went and filled the gap. That's all that's happened here. So what do I think about GRAF right now? This is still probably too high of an entry point for a SPAC for me. I think this is a totally cool play. I definitely still think this is going to run bull, but this is usually a little bit too high for me. Even though it's already proven that it can hit 32. I might talk myself into it right now, by the way, but I've proven that it's hitting 32.50. It's now down to $23-ish, and it's already filled this gap. Now we do have another 2 gaps below it, but in SPACs, stuff really gaps up. It usually doesn't go all the way down, but we still are sitting at like 23. You know, this is not something where I want to go park a bunch of money in because it's already run up. You know, if nothing changes and only good stuff keeps coming out for GRAF, which I'm sure it will, nothing tragic is going to happen, this is probably going to now revert back up. Why? Because we also have another bull flag forming right here now. You see? So we were able actually to draw another bull flag, let's call it. We'll pin it down. And look how tight it got. You know, it just got super tight and it looks like it wants to break. Post after market, it has basically stayed exactly the same. If I had to guess, I would say it's going to break bull here pretty soon, because it completely filled the gap. It faked out the top of the gap, filled the gap, and now we've got another channel here. Plus we've got basically a 30% run that's been proven improbable in the past. No bad news. They're still not there. You know, we probably have till the end of the month. Like you said, we've got We've got a date out. What was he saying? He said there is a SH meeting, shareholder meeting next Tuesday. So, we'll probably get another run on it. Will it happen guaranteed? No, but that's where I'm thinking on that. So, her4 asked, here's a link to the September 22nd charge point event. So, this person found, remember how I could not find an event for the 22nd on charge point? He found one on the site. I don't know where and how you found this because it wasn't on when I was searching. I showed y'all. But today, charge point for 1 hour at 11:30 a.m. had a virtual booth and has been committed to making it easy for businesses and drivers to go electric. We know that. Creating new fueling economy. Yeah, so it didn't even tell it didn't still have the same description or anything. It says nothing about what that other one was saying, but they did have something slated for today. So maybe that's what that tweet yesterday was about for SBE, Switchback Energy, was about this, unfortunately. As you all probably know already, we did not get the LOI, unfortunately, today. But maybe it'll come out tomorrow. Maybe it'll come out Friday. We'll have to find out. So Enrique Florendo said, hey, Brian, can you look at PACB, ARC, which is a high-end digital ETF-ish fund led by a cool chick who's really, really smart. And she invests in like Tesla and Workhorse and all that. He said, they're investing in that. He said, keeping track of what they are buying over months' time. He knows how to keep track of it. So anyways, he's saying that they're buying that PACB. Who is that? Pacific Biosciences of California. Y'all know me. You know what the answer's going to be already. It's an American biotechnology company founded in 2004 that develops manufacturing system for gene sequencing and some novel real-time biological observation. Sounds really neat, but I'm not going to touch it because 99% of these are going to fail. I don't like those odds. I don't care who's investing in it. Will this go up eventually? Sure, but it's already 2x in the past month. Also, again, this is one of those plays I would swing trade this maybe because I don't even like the gene stuff anyway. I don't like messing with genes, and I don't know. I don't like GMO stuff, and I don't like messing with genes. Right? Someone can ever cure cancer and actually come out with it, and it's ever officially approved by the FDA. That's fantastic, but unless there's an absolute catalyst I find out about, I agree with, then I might jump and do a swing on this, but it's definitely not a place that I will put any money on. I don't care if ARC's invested in it. Are there any other plays y'all want me to take a look at? Working on, of course, a couple videos here and there. I just think that this one that I did today, even though it was slightly boring, it just seemed like a bunch of super smart dudes. You can't deny the volume. We got to pay attention to that. At least pay attention. Now you're aware of it. Watch it. You can even put a buy above it. You can just go ahead and get in if you want, or say, I don't want to get into that at all because it's fintechy. That sucks. That's boring. You could say that too. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. And remember, with the Patreon now, I'm giving some cool plays during the day and getting to your guys' questions and charts and tickers first. So be sure and join that. Take care.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.